Hello Channel NITT viewers, I'm DS, a psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. In one of my previous episodes, I mentioned that as a child, I did not have many toys. In fact, I only remember myself having 2 toys. However, this does not mean I do not have any fun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. So in this episode, I am going to connect the games that I used to play as a child with cognitive functions. One point to note though, even though I am a very high NI user at the moment as an adult, when I was a child, my SE is quite normal. So I really enjoy playing games with my classmates. And strangely, even though as an ENTJ I am not very popular now, I used to be quite popular as a primary school student. So as I trace back to all the activities that I used to enjoy and engage in when I was a primary school student, I find that I could actually categorize all these activities according to the 4 sensing cognitive functions. Incidentally, as part of my research for this episode, I interviewed 2 PSLE or 12-year-old students. And I realized that the games that I used to play is very different from the games that they play now. So let's go down memory lane. First, let's consider SI as a cognitive function. What do I like to do when I was a child that corresponds to the function SI? So when I think about SI, I think about collecting. So I used to collect stamps, yes, but I don't have overseas pen pals. So what we used to do is we buy stamps from the provision shop. So the provision shop does sell stamps in stacks of 250. So you don't have to collect them, you just buy them and then you put into a stamp album. Sort of like cheating, right? I don't know why, but during my time, a lot of children really like to collect stamps. So we will bring our stamp albums to school and then we will show our classmates and then maybe we do some exchanges. Another thing that was very popular and related to SI is the collection of stickers. So I remember I was an avid fan of Panini stickers. Do you remember Panini? So I remember having done Smurf, prehistoric animals. I also collected the school badges. So collecting stickers is really fun. You go to the provision shop and you pay like 60 cents and buy a packet of stickers. And then you will find the stickers and paste into the album. So it does give you a lot of satisfaction when you collected the entire album. But during that time, I did spend a lot of my pocket money on this. Is it a waste of money? Okay lah. Now let's talk about NE. I did not exactly engage in a lot of NE related activities. So an NE related activity that I can think of is I Spy. So what is I Spy? You probably have played it. You look for an item inside the room. Let's say you think of a stapler and you say I spy something in the room. Then the person has to guess what it is. Personally, I don't find this activity quite fun, so I seldom play this. But I have to remember there was a game that was quite popular in my school during recess. And it's called Crocodile Crocodile, Can We Cross the River? Have you heard of this game before? It's very silly. So one person is assigned to play the crocodile and all the other players will be at the other side of a river. They were supposed to ask the crocodile, 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 can we cross the river? The crocodile usually says no. Then the players will ask, what color do you want? So the crocodile will think of a color that he wants. Let's say the color that he wants is pink. So all the players have to show the crocodile something pink that is on their body, and that is how they can get to cross the river. If they cannot cross the river, then the crocodile will chase after them and eat them. So I think this game started because it was like a way to teach children colors. But the children really loved it and they brought it to play during recess. So I would say that this is a very NE game because it's based on external imagination. It was quite okay. Actually, I quite liked it. Knowing that I will be playing the following day, this game, I would look around my house for everything of different colors so that I can actually have them and get to cross the river. Why? Because it's not fun to be chased by a crocodile. Now let's move on to SE. What are some childhood games that you have played that are related to the cognitive function SE? First, hopscotch. I think students nowadays don't play hopscotch anymore, but I quite liked it when I was younger. Did play it.
3 and 4 and 6 and 7.
I also played catching, but it was okay. So now I heard from the young ones that catching is not as fun. They play the game called virus instead. So a group of children will start off with one person being the virus. Once the virus managed to catch another person, then this person also becomes the virus. So the game will end once everybody becomes virus. Okay lah. So personally, as children, people would definitely play a lot of SE related games. So besides catching, I also remember this game called One Leg. Do you remember One Leg? I think we may be of a different era, okay, that's all, but I'm just describing to you. So the game One Leg is usually played in an enclosed area, probably a basketball court. So one person is assigned the catcher and he has to catch anybody else on one leg. That means you hop, 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 hop and try to tap somebody. So once one person is tapped, then this person becomes the catcher and then the game continues. So is this game fun? 还好啦. It's okay. Why? During the time when I was young, I was already quite tall. So you may not be able to see how tall I am. I'm actually about 185 to 186 cm. So when I was young, by primary 6, I'm already 169 cm. So people know that they cannot outrun me, so they tend not to want to catch me. The catcher usually aims for a person who cannot run or the weak one. So even when I'm playing the game, I don't get to play a lot because I'm not the one being chased after. And then if I were the catcher, I catch somebody quite easily. So not so fun. But then as a child, I really enjoyed playing games. Even as an adult, I still quite enjoy playing games because there is this inner child in me due to my SE as a third function that always likes to play and engage in activities that are fun. Okay, I also remember this game called 0 Point. So a group of people, they will use rubber bands and then make a very long string, and then you're supposed to jump over this long line. So the girls are very good at it. They just hook and then they go. For me, I don't really enjoy playing this game. I also don't play a lot of other SE games like 5 Stones, you know, that kind of thing, or set. You know what set, right? So the people will just go like set, you know, that kind of thing. I find them very girly games. Doesn't really attract me. But you might be quite surprised, during my primary school days, there's no segregation between boys and girls. So the boys and girls tend to play together as a big community and big population, a big group. So at times when the girls decide to play 0 Point, so there will be boys who will join in as well. I personally don't enjoy it that much because the girls, they don't observe etiquette or decorum when playing the game. They just jump and then they show their panties, you know. So I would always want to look away because I don't want to be accused of I molesting them. Okay, let's come to NI. So this is very interesting. I was thinking, what are NI games? NI games are seldom played outside the classroom, but within the classroom. A teacher might give us a word game, and I would consider that to be an NI game. So an example of an NI game that I really like is the word game. In this alphabet game, you start off by agreeing on various categories. So for example, you say the categories would be country, fruit, occupation, thing that you can find in the house, color or whatever. So after you have decided on maybe 5 categories, then each person will take turn to come up with an alphabet. So let's say the alphabet is A. Then you have to quickly think of a fruit that starts with A, a country that starts with A, a name or a color that starts with A, then finish the entire board and then declare that you have completed and then you win. But there could be variations of this. You could think of something that is unique to score extra points. So it really depends on how you want to play this game. So I think this is a very NI game because you have to do a mental search inside your brain. I also play this game with children as a teacher. Like sometimes I do relief teaching, or I have children that I need to babysit, then I really enjoy playing this. They enjoy playing this as well. Sometimes you get very innovative, interesting answers from children playing this game. So I want to share with you. So there was this category called occupation, and the letter was J. One student gave me an answer that made me laugh the entire day. So when I think about J as an occupation, I think of judge, jockey, right? So this boy was so cute. He said that an occupation that starts with J is the Japanese occupation. So as I have mentioned just now, as an ENTJ, SE is my inner child and I really enjoy playing games. However, a lot of these games that I used to play and like when I was a child, now if you ask me to play, I may not be so interested because only NI and sometimes SE games really appeal to me. I no longer like NE games or SI related activities. Though I don't mind collecting money. So fellow viewers, I mentioned a lot of activities in this video. Does any of these activities sound familiar to you? Do comment and share with me. Okay, in our next video, we will make an extension of this episode and talk about board games and card games that we used to play when we were younger. Some of you may even be playing card games and board games now. So we will talk about the cognitive functions related to each of these games. So in general, because I'm a high NI user, I definitely enjoy NI games much more than other sensing functions. So viewers, if you have enjoyed this video, do give us a like, and if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more MBTI and fun stuff like this one. Okay, I'm going to sign off now and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye!